Hardly anyone goes to a forest looking for vultures. Such an important part of our ecosystem, but rarely appreciated, understood, and now extremely threatened. Between 91 and 2007, the vulture population in India declined by 97 to 99%. Where there were once 40 million vultures, now there are hardly thousands. Now, one of the reasons for this turned out to be diclofenac, a drug commonly used in veterinary practice. This was a pain medication used on livestock, one of the common sources of food for these vultures. By the time this came to light, the damage had already been done. Will any of the conservation efforts today really bear fruit? Will the number of vultures really go back up? Only time will tell. Welcome to Jungle Pratham. Do you recall the cattle which I was talking to you about in the previous video? The cattle which are left in the forest of Satpura without any protection? Well, one of them is dead because of the extreme cold, because of hypothermia. And today, it's a feast for all the other predators in the forest. These vultures are called the Indian vulture or the long-billed vulture. There must be around 100 of them here today at this spot. This is the first time in 5 years that I'm seeing so many of them in one location. And along with them, we have one solitary red-headed vulture. And the red-headed vulture is desperately trying to get his share of the meal from all the other vultures. Now this pose, which is given by the vulture, is called the heraldic pose. There are various reasons why vultures do this. One of the reasons is to appear larger in order to scare off other predators, which can be true in this instance, since there are 3 more vultures around the red-headed vulture. A second reason is for thermoregulation, to absorb the heat of the sun and potentially also kill off any of the parasites or bacteria which are present on the feathers of the vulture. I watch these creatures for hours fighting with each other, basking in the sun. I find them to be absolutely beautiful. The loss of these vultures has led to a big health crisis. Spread of diseases like rabies is on the rise. Where vultures have declined, rabid dogs and crows have taken their place. However, they are not the true dead end for pathogens. In a vulture's body, pathogens like anthrax, tuberculosis, foot and mouth disease, the pathogens die. Whereas with the other animals, they just continue to be hosts or carriers for these diseases. There have been many cultural changes because of the loss of vultures in certain communities in India. Let's just hope that our negligence does not lead to the extinction of one more species, which is an important member of our ecosystem.